Over the last 20 years, we have had a greater and then a lesser involvement in infrastructure in general. But in particular, there was a period of years where we were not very engaged in large water infrastructure, in particular large dams. And that era is over, I believe. That's because climate change is narrowing down the options and forcing a sense of urgency in the countries in which we work as they try to grapple with an energy crisis, a water crisis and a food crisis. And each country's solution to the crises that they face is different, but in many cases large water storage infrastructure is going to be an essential part of their adaptation strategy, with the co-benefit of providing energy, often cheap, clean energy from hydroelectricity, which will solve their energy crisis. Of course, it's not the only solution, and each country will face different choices, but for that reason we need to be back in the game, helping countries build large infrastructure to the best international standards, and that's part of our mission going forward. We look at it from an integrated approach, which means that one has to take a very holistic view at the landscape level of what the needs are from a water perspective, what the needs are from an agriculture perspective, and what the needs are from an energy perspective. And obviously one uses green storage solutions as much as one can, but blue storage solutions are efficient and effective, especially for countries where they are urbanizing very quickly and where they need to produce large amounts of electricity as well as intensify their agriculture on the remaining land. And so we take a holistic view, we take an integrated view, and through that analysis, in some cases, large water infrastructure will be part of the solution. Well, I think we live in a multipolar, multi-speed world. We have developed countries that are not growing very fast. We have a number of middle-income countries that are growing fast, and it is their supply chains which are helping developing countries to grow. And then in developing countries, we actually have reasonably strong growth as well. Now, the Eurozone crisis will have some impact on growth levels, but at the moment we are still seeing the developing world growing. In that multi-speed world, who finances and who builds large infrastructure is changing rapidly, and so we are seeing more South-South exchange of knowledge and more South-South investment. Our job as the World Bank Group, as a group that has set standards both for the public sector investment and private sector investment, is to help infrastructure, whoever is financing it, whoever is building it, to be built to good international practice standards.